One Kickass mayor says that we really are at war and issues astounding ban not caring who is offended. Thanks to weak world leaders, ISIS has grown by leaps and bounds with a presence in practically every country across the globe. It didn't need to be this way, but years of weak leadership has eroded Europe into a shadow of its former glory. Terrorist attacks that were once confined to the chaotic Middle East has spread outwards, with locations like Germany and the UK seeing terror attacks rise to epidemic levels recently. There is not a day that goes by where the news is not reporting on an attack somewhere with ISIS claiming responsibility. Thankfully, though, not all countries are backing down to the Muslim threat facing our world. Rome's mayor recently made a move that would make most liberals' heads spin, while the rest of the sane population nods in approval of her actions. Freedom Daily reported. What many people don't realize is that Rome is considered to be the grand prize of conquest among ISIS and other Muslim terror groups, as it's home to the Vatican and is considered by many Muslims as the symbolic place that Christianity was founded. ISIS recently declared war on the Vatican in their manifesto, which outlined their intricate plans for invading Rome, as this location is dubbed the final campaign of Islam's crusaders. Here's an excerpt of their manifesto, where their chilling plan for the city and people of Rome is laid out. It will be broken and defeated, just as all your previous campaigns were broken and defeated, except that this time we will raid you thereafter, and you will never raid us. We will conquer your Rome, break your crosses, and enslave your women, by the permission of Allah, the Exalted. This is his promise to us. He is glorified and he does not fail in his promise. If we do not reach that time, then our children and grandchildren will reach it, and they will sell your sons as slaves at the slave market. Knowing that her city is on ISIS' target as terrorism begins to rapidly escalate across Europe, the mayor of Rome, Virginia Ray, is now taking a page straight out of Trump's playbook, calling for an immediate ban to be put in place to keep these Christian-hating vermin out of her country. In a truth-filled tirade to the Italian government, Ray is demanding that the government immediately halts immigration to the city, calling for a moratorium on immigrants to her city, saying, "I find it impossible, as well as risky, to think up further accommodation structures." This is simply the same thing Trump wants for our country, safety for its citizens. It was only after Ray saw the way the rest of Europe was facing the refugee crisis that she decided to take action and protect the good people of Rome. According to recent figures published by Italy on January 1, 2016, Rome has seen a rapid increase in refugees. 364,632 foreign-born people registered as living in Rome last year alone, in a city that only has a metropolitan population of about 4.35 million. That is a total of 8% of the population. If you think that sounds like a small number, think again. Heat Street reported. According to the 2016 census, Italy has a population of about 60.5 million. However, it has experienced a steady flow of African and Middle Eastern migration from Libya in recent years, almost certainly blurring the true picture of how many people live in the country. Figures released by the National Institute for Statistics in Italy, Istat, today state that more than 5 million people living in the country are foreign-born, equivalent to about 8.3% of the national population. About half of Rome's foreign-born population is from Europe, with Romania the best represented country. On a national level, European immigrants are thought to account for more than 50% of the total foreign-born population. Thankfully, there are still some leaders across Europe that have their citizens' best interests at heart. If it was up to people like Angela Merkel and scumbag Obama, the whole world would resemble the Middle East. Most of us actually like living in a civilized society where they can walk out their door without the constant threat of some pissed-off Muslim performing jihad on them. Hopefully, more leaders will recognize the problem for what it is and act accordingly. After all, they will also be paying the price. It may not affect them just this moment, but just wait until the country is overrun by Muslims bent on death and destruction. Share this story with your friends and family, and let's get the word out that there are still some good ones out there and not to give up hope.